Hey guys, welcome to When Spirit Talks. I'm your host, Stefanie Ruth. Now let's dive into spirituality because when spirit talks, it's time to listen. In today's episode, we talk about the Akashic Records, what they are, and how they can give you soul-level insights to help you heal and grow. Here we go. The Akashic Records are an energetic database of universal consciousness that holds each and every timeline of the universe. This includes all imprinted information from the past, present, and future. It's like an energetic library that contains all of the information that has ever existed in our lives and in the lives of others. It's an expansive realm of information that you can tap into to get information about your soul's purpose, your soul's gifts, and your soul's mission. When we took our first breath on earth in this lifetime, our soul already knew its mission. From one lifetime to another, our soul takes on different forms, so it can learn different lessons. Each lifetime brings a new lesson. Sometimes, when we don't learn the lesson, the situations we experience continue to present opportunities for learning and growth, so that we can finally learn the lesson. When our soul re-enters the world, it agrees to certain terms. It decides to continue its growth journey to reach an enlightened state. What it could not accomplish in one lifetime, it sets out to do in another. However, our present consciousness does not allow for us to access that information. There are so many of us that just know we're put on this earth for a reason. Some people want to teach, some people want to lift others up, and others want to heal. Many of us, especially those that have experienced a spiritual awakening, are aware that they're a part of something bigger, something unseen, something hugely transformative. They know they have a higher purpose, but they might not know exactly what that looks like. When you access the Akashic Records, you can retrieve energetically imprinted, high vibrational information from soul level consciousness. This means that you can access unlimited information about your soul's journey. Now I'm going to list 7 different things that you can access when you learn to read your Akashic Records. Number 1, you can access your past lives. What roles did you potentially fill in a past life? This could include family roles. For example, were you a mother, an aunt, or a grandson? This could also include professional roles. Were you a warrior? Were you a teacher? Or were you a learner? By learning about your past lives and seeing what you experienced in other timelines, you might be able to gain information to help you understand why you have innate talents or why you may attract certain roles, like always being the nurturer. Accessing the records is a wonderful way to see what your soul gifts are. For me, mine was to be a teacher. And I do this in my day job as a speech-language pathologist who teaches children to talk and use their voice. But I also found my purpose later on to continue sharing my soul gifts in other spaces. This led me to be able to teach others about spirituality, Reiki, and other energy healing modalities with my spiritual business. Number 2, you can access your past memories. Now, sometimes the memories you cannot remember have the biggest impact on your well-being. So more than 75% of the time, our past in this lifetime is what impacts our present energy the most. Now, that's a huge number. By tapping into the Akashic Records, you can remember and release memories that need to be uncovered in order to promote healing at the soul level. This could include rewinding to positive childhood memories or reviewing more difficult childhood memories from a neutral place so you can better understand or amend the records to get closure. Now, I remember doing this when I was healing from a past relationship from my teens. Although it didn't change the past, it did change the impact of the past on my future. Number 3, you can access potential future outcomes. Now, here's the disclaimer. The future is never certain. No one can tell you that they can 100% predict the future. Now, why is that? It's because there is always only future potential. In your life, you are the only one who can create your future. As a psychic, I've seen so many things play out in the future, but I've also seen how when someone is made aware of a potential future option, they can take steps to change it. So for example, in my own story, I remember going to a psychic when I was younger, and this was when I was dealing with some health implications from this eating disorder I had. And I remember the psychic telling me, if you continue on this path, you're going to end up with these health issues. And I remember at that point, it was kind of what sparked me to start my healing journey. So even though that future might not have happened, it kind of prompted me to really start taking care of myself. When you're in the records, you can look into potential future outcomes if you're struggling to decide between 2 or 3 options. You can see what potentially is in store for each of those options and then make a clearer decision about what option might be the best one for you. When I was deciding between 2 publishers for my book, Your Sacred Journey, the Ultimate Guidebook to Align Your Mind, Body, and Spirit, I was debating between the 2 for a while. And what I did was I went into the records to see which option would be a better fit for me. It really helped me make my decision. And with that, my book shot to the #1 best-selling spot on Amazon with less than 24 hours of the pre-order link going live. And in that moment, I remember being like, yes, that was the right decision for me. Now, the 4th thing you can look into in the records are relationship connections. Now, every person we meet and connect with in this world plays a role in our soul growth. This includes the people that you love and the people that hurt you. Their presence, whether good or bad, is a catalyst for our actions and future karma. Some people may have played a repeating role in a past life, while others just have a purpose in this one. The Akashic Records can provide you with insight as to why certain people entered your life and the lesson that they taught you. One of my clients was even able to learn that one of her exes played a role, sometimes loving and sometimes hurtful, in several past lives, which made the bond between them really, really strong. She was even able to go in and understand and see what purpose that relationship had in her life at this time. And it was a huge revealing piece of information for her because it really helped her understand where she was, where she used to be, and where she wanted to go moving forward. Now, #5, you can also take a look at personal karma when you are in the records. When you enter the records, you interact with them and they interact with you. Because of this, you may become of some self-limiting patterns or beliefs that hold you back from being in alignment with your soul. I'm sure there were moments in all of our lives that we regret. Now, you can go back and reread those moments and amend them in certain ways to bring healing to yourself and whoever it was that you potentially hurt, and make it a bit easier to change those patterns for the future. #6, you can access family karma. So your ancestors on your mother's side and your father's side have dealt with unimaginable things. Their lessons, struggles, vibrations, traumas, patterns, and gifts are passed down to us. Even though they are no longer present in their physical bodies, the energetic imprint of their soul still lives on in yours. This means that you can connect to them and see what they've experienced. You can also learn about ancestral patterns in your lineage that have a lasting impact in your current life. Amending your family karma can lead to immense healing. One of my clients experienced this when she uncovered a pattern of addiction that went down through several generations. She amended the records to bring peace and closure to that lineage and positively impact her future generations. And number 7, last but not least, you can take a look at your keyword lesson for this lifetime. Now, everyone has at least one soul lesson that they need to learn. Some examples might be faith, gratitude, trust, self-love, power, or balance. It is generally the overriding theme of your life. It is the lesson that your soul is meant to learn in this lifetime. If successfully completed, your soul may carry that lesson into the next life with different circumstances. When my client took the Akashic Records certification class that I teach, Akashic Alchemy, she saw the words love appear when she accessed her keyword lesson. So there you have it, 7 different things you can look at when you learn to access and read the Akashic Records. The beauty about the Akashic Records is that anyone can learn to read them. There are plenty of resources online, books, or you can take a class like the one I teach to expand your clairvoyance abilities and learn to read and amend the records. Once you learn to connect with your Akashic Records, you can learn about your life lessons, spiritual gifts, spiritual energies, ancestral patterns, and past life roles. This helps you connect to soul level consciousness with your present level consciousness, and this starts the healing journey. Accessing and reading your Akashic Records allows you to connect with your soul's essence in a way that propels you forward. It's an enlightening, unexpected experience that truly changes how you view yourself and your world. By amending the Akashic Records and gaining closure in the moments when you needed it most, you can move forward with a genuine openness in your heart. All of my students have also noted huge gains and shifts in their clairvoyance after working with the records. It's amazing to see how high vibrational energy seeps into our own bodies as we access the records. Now, the Akashic Records ever gently guide you to acknowledge and honor your own free will. They encourage you to see things from a higher perspective. The information you gain will illuminate a path for you so you can take aligned action to see your visions through. They will instill a confidence in you to be your whole self, your authentic self, your soul self. It allows you to dig deep to the deepest part of your soul and see the beauty within you. Now, to learn more or to book a session with me, visit my Instagram in the show notes or visit my website at liveandbreathereiki.com.